Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. So a quick question. I want to know, how was last week for you? So, because it got a little bit weird, right? I don't know if it was anybody else. There was a lot going on, but I'm really curious at this point. So please, before you watch any more of the video, get at me in the comments. Let me know, how was last week for you? Especially when it came to like the midpoint of the week, like Wednesday, Thursday-ish. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. Before we get into that, you have the Empress, right? This is lovely. So if you've been having a little bit of a challenging time, if you've been experiencing some more ups and downs than you sort of care to experience, I have to tell you that things are about to start getting really good. Remember, we're coming into a period of the year where there's going to be a heck of a lot of energy in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is at a trine to your sign, which means you're getting all of this gorgeous energy where things are starting to be a lot easier. All right, so stay tuned for that. In all of these different areas of life, things are about to improve, but they're also going to be easier. They're going to flow that much more. They're going to be you know, the Empress the Empress is a lady, darling. She likes everything easy. And so in all of these different areas of life that we're about to explore, things are going to lighten up. What this also tells us as well is that prosperity, abundance, the sensual experience is going to be enhanced in some way. For your actions and options, well, holy fuck, look at that, right? So you've got a double hit of the Empress. This is a smoother, much easier week for you. It's a very fruitful week, and a lot of the ideas that you have this week have the potential to be really big, or the things that you're working on just seem to get off the ground that much quicker, that much more powerfully. I love the Empress as well for like sowing seeds in fertile soil. This means that there are likely to be opportunities to get ahead that show up for you this week, but they're not where you expect them to be. Now, in terms of the options that are available to you, help, support and assistance comes from and through women this week in specific. All right, for your communications and conversations, you've got the Ace of Cups. If you've been waiting for news, if you've been waiting for results from tests, if you've been waiting for results from applications that you've put in for jobs, any form of correspondence that you've been waiting for, that you've been worried about hearing back from, this week you get really good news. There's a development, right? You have like a moment where someone or something says to you, by the way, can't give you the official, but I just want you to know that everything looks tickety-boo at this moment in time. I don't know if you have that anywhere else in the world. Does anyone else have that? Here in the UK, we have this thing where we say everything's tickety-boo. So I don't know if that's like a cultural thing or if it's everyone, but yeah, anyway. I'm also showing my age at this point. The other thing with this Ace of Cups, because it's a wish fulfillment card, it's also a pregnancy card. So I have to say, if you're of childbearing age and you are active, let's say, be really, really conscious this week of how you enjoy that activity, especially with the double hit of the Empress, because this is a really fertile energy. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, the Ace of Cups with the Empress is wonderful because it means that what you've created, whether this is with words, pictures, art, music, drama, whatever it is that you've created, it is seen by other people to be something of genuine beauty, worth and value. So it's like whatever you bring to the table, people are really sort of taking it on board like, wow, this is incredible. I love this for you. I actually think it's great. I think this is just the kind of news, energy and feeling that you need at this moment in time. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this is great news. For those of you that are looking for part-time work in particular, this bodes very, very well for you. It's stuff that you can do that's easy. You can do it in your sleep. You can kind of just, you know, and it might even have a bit of a social or like a social interactive kind of element to it as well. So I absolutely love this for you. You better get out there and get that paper, baby. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, I love this for you. Now, when it comes to your business, whether this is a new product, whether it's a new service, it's something that you have developed, something that you've put a lot of your heart into. It's something that you've really felt very deeply connected to, something that you had hoped and wished, you know, upon your star, etc., to see come into fruition, right? So I really like this because it means that that wish that's being fulfilled is a really deep, heartfelt one. And whatever you do in your business, you really did have other people's best interests at heart when you were creating whatever this thing is. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, the news about pregnancy may come from somebody who is like a friend or whatever the case might be, and it's like, this is like the best news. It's like news that like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe it, you're having a kid. Maybe it's a moment of excuse me maybe it's a moment of like, oh, finally, you know, you're getting around to it, or it's happened for you after a period of where you didn't think it was going to happen. For your love and relations, you've got the Star card. Wow. If you are single, you're probably going to be meeting somebody that's likely to be younger than you, because the Star card represents younger or youthful people. What this also means is that the relationship that is forged this week, or the connection that's forged this week, especially a loving or amorous one, it will be likely to be one that lasts a very long time to come. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is about the future of your relationship, and there's a lot of happiness here. Now, there's the Capricorn. What I find really interesting about this in a lot of ways is it's like, for some of you, this might be that a relationship turns a corner. For some of you, it might be that you part ways with a significant other, but it's in all of like you're just like, I don't know if you've ever had this, but I dated someone, this is, you know, many moons ago now, and we just agreed. It was like, you know what, it just doesn't, you know, as much as we care for each other, it's just not us. You know, like, we wished that it was. I still love you, I really care for you, and I hope that your life goes really well, but it's just not us, right? And it happens sometimes. Sometimes it really does happen. Now, if you would like to book your space on my tarot course, it's 12 weeks. Enrollment opens on the 18th of April. And it's going to close on the 30th of April. The course starts May the 5th. And I have to say, you're going to get 12 weeks with yours truly, 3 hours of classes every single week for 12 whole weeks. You get 12 plus, there's more than that, but there's like a whole bunch of PDFs, 5 bonus videos, live client demo, live client practice. You are going to get so much support from me. And the reason I keep the group capped at 20 is because I want to be able to give you the absolute best. I want to be able to spend time getting to know you over this course so that I know how to really assist you and where to push and prod you a little bit, right? To get you to where we need you to be. Now, if you are interested in that, the course is 747 GBP, and it's payable in 3 installments if that's going to make it easier for you. And the first payment is non-refundable deposit. But trust me, I am super proud of this course. I've refined it over time and just consistently kind of gone at it. It is the last one of these that I will teach this year, because I've got a lot of other things that I want to bring you for the latter half of the year as well. And for those of you that are worried, we start on May the 5th. We clock off on the 21st of July. Just in time for the school holidays, which means you can go on your holiday, you've got all of this in the bag, and you'll even get the recordings that you can watch back in your own time. So if you want to get that, there's a link in the description box below. You'll be seeing it all over socials as well anyway. For your money and materials, you've got the 7 of Pentacles. An investment that you've made could come good this week. This could also be that you gain some kind of new perspective, or that a skill or an effort that you've already put in now pays out in some regard. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Seven of Pentacles is your neck, your throat, and your body in general, actually. And with the Empress, it means that the health is good. It's slow, it's steady, and I think you're going to start to build a strategy for how to really enhance looking after your physical, health and vitality. When it comes to your home and environment, this could be work that's being done on the home to beautify it. Usually with the Empress card, especially with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like the outside, it's the external, it's the garden gate, it's the front door, it's, repainting the house if that's relevant for you. It's all of that kind of stuff. So you're, giving the house a good zhuzh, darling. All right. And this looks great. It looks wonderful. All in all, I can say this is probably one of the lightest weeks that you've had in a very long time. And I think it was much needed and definitely much deserved. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.